Now at 10 o'clock, WKYT News on the CW Lexington. Real estate prices are soaring in central Kentucky. Why the counties surrounding Lexington are seeing bigger price jumps.
There's a new documentary coming out focused on the victims of Eric C. Kahn. Why attorneys say it could have a big impact on the case.
And we're still celebrating Dave Baker Day here at the station, and we'll look back at the impact he has made over 40 years.
This is WKYT News on the CW Lexington.
Good evening. So good to have you with us here at 10 o'clock. We have a lot of news to get to you, and we are set for another day or two of good weather before a more stormy pattern will be taking over.
Yeah, WKYT Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey's tracking it all tonight for us in your no-wait forecast.
Yeah, guys, pretty nice day that we're wrapping up across the Commonwealth of KY. We started things out with a little frost this morning, and it was really cold, low 30s. This afternoon, though, beautiful sunshiny skies, and we've got a clean sky as we look from our tower cam across Winchester Road, down Winchester Road, across the interstate and into downtown, where, again, skies are on the clear side. We got temperatures that are into the low 50s into most of central Kentucky as of right now, generally 50 to 55 degrees. First Alert Radar Network, nothing is out there, though a little cloud cover is trying to get into northern Kentucky, keeping that temperature up just a smidge. And look what's happening on the other side of this front. It is really cold. It's snowing as close by as the northern suburbs of Chicago, getting into northern parts of Indiana and southern Michigan right now. Yet into southern Illinois, they were almost to 80 degrees this afternoon. You've got a big boundary, a big fight that is getting ready to take shape. Cold air across the northern plains and the northern part of the country, and then you've got summertime that is trying to bubble up here across parts of the deep south. Those two are going to fight it out as we go into Friday and especially this weekend and next week. That's going to lead to some thunderstorms. Out ahead of this front, though, across northern Kentucky, watch for a little cloud cover later tonight. Tomorrow's a pretty good day, though. Tomorrow, a lot like today. Then as we go into Friday, start to see a little more green on the map, and as the day goes on, I could see the opportunity for a shower or a thunderstorm to bubble up into the afternoon. Guys, that'll be the beginning of a pattern that gets really stormy, and we'll crank up those thunderstorms in the 7-day in just a few.
All right, we'll see you then, Chris. We thank you. Real estate prices in central Kentucky are the highest they have been since September. It comes as interest rates are also climbing.
And data from the Lexington Bluegrass Association of Realtors shows median prices are up 9% from March 2021 across 30 Kentucky counties.
WKYT's Chad Hedrick has been looking over some new numbers tonight. And Chad, 3 counties that border Fayette are actually seeing higher median prices than Lexington, right?
Yeah, Woodford, Jessamine, and Scott counties in that order, with median prices some $17,000 to $33,000 higher than Fayette County's $275,000 median price. Realtors tell me a lot of these surrounding counties are growing simply because there's more land, which means more supply and opportunity. You can also get more house for your buck.
New neighborhoods in Jessamine County are going up by the day as more families look outside of Fayette County to put down roots.
A lot of our agents, buyers have expanded their searches because of not finding what they want in their initial search area. A lot of them are going out 1 county, 2 counties, 3 counties.
New data from the Lexington Bluegrass Association of Realtors shows how much median sale prices for homes have risen in the last year. Lee County seeing the highest jump of 87%, and Woodford County the highest price at $308,000.
What we're seeing is that a lot of them, most of the homes are getting multiple offers and they're selling in a number of days. Jessamine
County has become the second highest county in central Kentucky for median prices with $295,000. That's up from $266 a year ago. The average sale price is even higher at nearly $345,000.
Well, the taxes are still lower. It used to be you could get a lot more affordable home. But I think the prices are catching up.
Sandy Allnut says a draw to Jessamine County and other areas is the land availability. Larger lots and space are open, whereas land is becoming more limited in Lexington.
So when you go out a little bit to some of the surrounding counties, you feel like you have more space. You could maybe have an acre or more.
Valuable land that is a big selling point as communities around Lexington continue to grow.
And it is still hard to find homes in the $250,000 or less range in many of these counties. They usually go fast when they are available, and they also get multiple offers, which then just drives up the sale price. There were just 20 in that price range sold last month in Jessamine County. Amber.
Chad, thank you. And there are counties here that have seen a price decrease in the last year. Coming up tonight at 11 on WKYT, we will tell you which communities are seeing those drops.
New tonight, a Lexington mayoral candidate is responding to a report about some possible financial concerns. Kentucky Fried Politics reported that Adrian Wallace was evicted from his home last month. Wallace told our news partners at the Herald Leader that he has never been evicted. We looked at Wallace's court records, and a Fayette County judge ordered Wallace out of his home on March 23rd. Wallace told the paper that family members were living in the home and he worked out the situation with the management company. WKYT reached out to Wallace for comment last night. We still have not heard back.
A man from Nigeria has been extradited to Lexington accused of a romance scam that defrauded a woman out of hundreds of thousands of dollars. According to an indictment, the man is accused of wire fraud and money laundering. FBI special agents say he and others tricked a Fayette County woman into thinking she had a romantic relationship with someone online. The FBI says these types of scams are not uncommon, but they say extraditing a suspect from overseas to the United States is.
And Nigeria has always been a hot spot for scams. Anytime a new scam comes up, we're often shown that it's coming out of Nigeria. And what we've learned is that it's almost really an organized crime kind of syndicate out there.
In a statement tonight, the U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Kentucky said in part, quote, internet-based romance scams are particularly damaging. There are a lot of scammers out there who are all too eager to steal your money.
A woman in Versailles was diagnosed with a brain tumor after being shot in the face. Follow the story now. Peggy Bentley was babysitting at a home when she was shot from outside. She was taken to UK hospital with serious injuries from that. Police say 27-year-old Joshua Owens fired the shot. Police say they found him in possession of meth, which led to a possession charge as well as second-degree assault charges. The parents of the little girl Bentley was babysitting say she is a huge part of their lives and they're pulling for her recovery.
She's always available. We take her on vacation with us sometimes. We went to Disney a couple years ago with Make-A-Wish for Sayla's.
Sayla's parents have set up a GoFundMe page to raise money for Bentley. The discovery was that she actually had a brain tumor after being sent to the hospital because of this shooting situation. You can find this complete story on WKYT.com. Joshua Owens is being held in the Woodford County Detention Center.
We have an update tonight on Cameron May. He is the little boy from Clark County who was seriously hurt after falling through a skylight. According to a post from Clark County Youth Athletics, he had a procedure today that will hopefully bring him closer to leaving the ICU. He is still unconscious right now, but is reportedly showing more body movement every day. Clark County Youth Athletics is still collecting donations for him and his family. You can find the link in this story on WKYT.com.
Tomorrow morning, 3 men will face sentencing in Fayette Circuit Court in connection to the murder of Jonathan Kruger. Kruger was a UK student who was killed in what prosecutors call a robbery gone wrong back in 2015. Justin Smith, Roman Gonzalez, and Efrain Diaz all pleaded guilty to charges against them. Gonzalez was charged with murder, Smith to manslaughter, and Diaz to robbery. We'll be in court and we'll have more coverage throughout the day tomorrow.
After his car was vandalized while teaching at Henry Clay High School, a teacher is getting a new paint job. Today, Detail Lex helped Robbie Biddle get his car looking like new after he says students spray painted it. Biddle was going to be stuck paying to fix it himself before Detail Lex stepped in. We talked to the owner tonight about why he felt compelled to help out. Now, Grayson Passmore is going to have that story coming up for you tonight at 10:30.
We're still working to get more information about an arrest tonight after a crash on the interstate. Police say it started with a crash involving a car and a semi around mile marker 118. And they tell us the driver of the car ran off and they found contraband inside. They say they later found and arrested him. Right now, we're still trying to find out what charges he faces. We do know no one was hurt in the crash.
For the last 7 years, hundreds of people in eastern Kentucky have been fighting for their benefits after being scammed by Eric C. Kahn. Kahn pled guilty to a $550 million Social Security fraud scheme back in 2017. Some of his victims have received relief from Social Security, but many others have not been so lucky. They are being featured now in a new documentary coming out next week. They say the entire process has been a nightmare.
It's been pure hell. Can't sleep, restless. It's constantly on the back of your mind.
The Big Con is dropping on Apple TV+. It comes out next Friday. Attorneys for Khan's former clients hope it will bring more attention to the situation they are still going through.
New tonight, a new partnership between major Kentucky businesses is aiming to improve the health and well-being of employees. Appalachian Regional Healthcare and App Harvest will work together on an education and food-centric campaign. Officials with both companies say the first target audience is the nearly 7,000 combined employees the companies have. Some of that partnership will looks like it's already happening.
Jonathan Webb, the App Harvest president, and I actually did a cooking demo to make some healthy smoothies and avocado toast to show our employees how easy it is to have a simple and healthy meal.
Leaders with both companies say their combined workforce represents one of the largest employee populations in the region, and they say the campaigns will go much deeper than just education. Today is a very special day here at WKYT and also across the city of Lexington.
Yeah, our very own Dave Baker is celebrating 40 years here at WKYT. Since 1982, Buzz has been a sports anchor, reporter, and account executive at the station. He has hosted a number of UK and SEC events, radio shows, even interviewed former President Donald Trump. He's also been heavily involved in the community. For his storied career, Mayor Linda Gordon stopped by during today's Everyday Kentucky to declare April 27th, 2022, Dave Baker Day here in Lexington.
Congratulations.
You're very kind. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Congratulations.
It's not like you're not busy or anything, right?
That's okay. There's always time for you.
Thank you. This is a wonderful place, and there are wonderful people here. And what we get to do, it's really very cool. It's just been a tremendous pleasure. I hope to be able to keep doing it for a long time.
You're not going nowhere, Dave.
No, absolutely not.
We got to keep you around.
As long as my kids keep wrecking cars.
Well, we hope that is not the case, but we do hope that we can have Buzz a whole lot longer here at WKYT.
Oh, his wife, one of his daughters were here tonight. It was a lot of fun. We had a little special dinner this evening at the station. All right, we have more news on the way.
An American imprisoned in Russia for years is finally back home. How his family is reacting tonight.
Rheumatoid arthritis is a silent disease. I have been coming to the Arthritis Center. My infusions actually started back in July. They made me feel so comfortable. I would suggest the Arthritis Center of Lexington. It's awesome.
When my children were young, I would go to their bedroom and just watch them sleep. And as I stood there, I would think, they're counting on me. You know, when you hire us for your injury case, the thought I always have is, of course, for you, but also for your family and all those that count on you. You see, I think about them just as much as I think about you. In your time of need, you can count on me. All law firms are not the same. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
A DQ Meat Lover's Breakfast Bowl is the ultimate meal to meet your morning. Just look at that crispy hickory smoked bacon. Oh, but look at that sizzling Purnell sausage. And when you grab a Meat Lover's Breakfast Bowl from DQ, you can have it all. With sausage gravy, fluffy eggs, melty cheese, golden hash browns, Purnell sausage, and hickory smoked bacon, of course. It's a portable breakfast that's hearty enough to meet whatever the morning throws at you. Get it today. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
5,000 years of Chinese music and dance in one night.
Oh, the show is phenomenal. This is a heavenly experience.
Everything in the movements and the smile and the emotion. Absolute perfection. I just have chills, can you tell?
The music is really extraordinary.
It sounded like it was pre-recorded. It was hard to believe it was actual live music. It was so perfect.
This is the best ever.
Everyone needs to see it.
For showtimes and tickets, visit shenyun.com.
Pre-rinsing your dishes? You could be using the wrong detergent and wasting up to 20 gallons of water. Skip the rinse with Finish Quantum. Its active lift technology provides an unbeatable clean on 24-hour dried-on stains. Skip the rinse with Finish to save our water.
Are you over 50? Would you like to get up to 33% more income in retirement? Then call now for this free book, Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers, from a leading financial firm on maximizing your income in retirement. That's right, free. This free book reveals little-known secrets about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that will help you make the right choices before buying an annuity. And it's free. Call right now for your free book. And as a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report. We researched over 1,200 annuities and summarized the rates and benefits of annuities from financially strong insurers. Again, that's Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and a free annuity rate report, both absolutely free, for calling Annuity General today. Supplies are limited. Call now.
Call 800-681-1550. That's 800-681-1550.
WKYT First Alert Weather, alerting you first every weekday on Facebook Live.
Welcome back to WKYT News on the CW Lexington. The U.S. and Russia pulled off a dramatic prisoner swap despite tensions between the two countries being at their worst point since the Cold War.
Senior administration officials tell CBS News that negotiations leading to former Marine Trevor Reed's release on Wednesday had been ongoing for months. Natalie Brand reports.
Trevor Reed's parents expressed relief just hours after their son was finally freed in an early morning prisoner exchange between Russia and the U.S.
We feared that his body would give out before his mind would.
Reed, a Marine veteran and Texas native, spent nearly 1,000 days in Russian custody. He was convicted of assault charges while drunk, allegations he denies. In a statement, President Biden said the negotiations that allowed us to bring Trevor home required difficult decisions that I do not take lightly. In exchange for Reed, the U.S. released Russian pilot Konstantin Yaronchenko, serving a 20-year federal sentence for drug smuggling.
Senior administration officials also noted the president's decision was made out of concern for Reed's ailing health in detention. The White House also says negotiations started months ago before Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
The president met with Reed's parents last month after they demonstrated outside of the White House to raise awareness for the case.
We think President Biden saved our son's life today.
A perfect Mother's Day. Almost as good as the day he was born.
Meanwhile, families of other Americans wrongfully detained in Russia are still wondering about their loved ones. That includes WNBA star Brittany Griner and former Marine and corporate security executive Paul Whelan.
Disappointment. And perhaps more than disappointment, I would even say, verging towards anger.
President Biden in his statement Wednesday said we won't stop until Paul Whelan and others join Trevor in the loving arms of family and friends. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, the White House.
Russian authorities accuse Griner, a two-time Olympic gold medalist, of possessing a cannabis derivative that's legal in many parts of the world.
Well, it was a day that started with frost, ended with a beautiful blue sky. I mean, today was gorgeous. We could have added about 5-10 degrees on top of your thermometer to really cap things off, but beggars can't be choosers, right? And as we go forward, tomorrow looks similar to today. Yeah, we make a little trade for the weekend. Warmer temperatures for stormier skies. 4 different sky cams. Not going to be as cold tonight as what we had last night and early this morning when that thermometer dropped toward the 32-degree mark. Had a few spots coming in below 32. Listen, it is still really cold across the northern part of the country. 25 Marquette, Chicago 36 degrees, yet 68 still into the St. Louis area. Those 30s into the northeast. It has been snowing not too far away from Pittsburgh today. We've got rain and snow showers near Chicago right now. Low pressure to the west of us. You can see how those winds are going into this low pressure. Strong and severe thunderstorms beginning to flare up out ahead of that. And it's a pattern that is going to throw waves of thunderstorms at us later this weekend and into next week. But you see that big temperature swing from north to south. We're going to fire up a little cloud cover across the north and northeast later on tonight, and that may be with us early tomorrow. Then it's a mix of sun and clouds, and temperatures should be better for many of us than what we had today. You're talking 65 to 70. Today, we were 60 to 65 in a lot of cases. Now, the farther northeast you go, it's going to be a little chillier. Upper 50s, low 60s. But if you're watching us in Corbin, into Williamsburg, over toward Lake Cumberland, yeah, Lake Cumberland season's coming, isn't it? We may hit 70 tomorrow, or a low 70 here or there across the south. So big temperature swing, and I'm going to show you how that looks on the hour by hour. 7 tomorrow morning, low 40s instead of low 30s. Noon tomorrow, look at Maysville and Ashland, only 50, yet 65 Williamsburg. Let's fast forward to 5 o'clock tomorrow. There's a warm front with low 70 Southern Kentucky, 72 Somerset, Williamsburg, 64 Lexington, 55 into Covington with a scattered shower. That stuff dissipates, and what's going to happen then, we get a warm front in here on Friday. That can keep some low clouds around. Friday may actually, we got to trend that maybe just a little cooler because of this boundary that can fire off a scattered shower or thunderstorm. Then that lifts to the north with some thunderstorms around to begin the day on Saturday. By Saturday afternoon, the model says, boop, I'm tapping out, I'm done. We're going to see some at least scattered thunderstorms around. The pattern as you go into the weekend and next week is going to be full of rounds of thunderstorms. No, it's not a washout on any one day, but we are going to see the threat for thunderstorms into the likely category Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Not all day, but we will see thunderstorms on the radar each and every day. Here's a different extended hour-by-hour forecast. 8 o'clock on Saturday morning. You can almost see where this little weak boundary is with some scattered storms going up as the day goes on. Here comes a front into town as you go into Saturday night, Sunday morning. Could be some strong storms there. We try to get rid of that fairly quickly on Sunday. Sunday afternoon may end up being an okay day. Monday starts dry. Cue the next round of some showers and storms into late Monday and Tuesday. So you can see what we are talking about here. This isn't just constant wall-to-wall stuff, but if we say, okay, Mr. Computer Model or Miss Computer Model, we go through next week. What are you seeing in terms of rainfall? This is the American model, and this American model says between now and Oaks Day, those are the numbers it is seeing in terms of rainfall. So it's got quite a bit of rain. That highlights or lowlights the 7-day forecast as we continue to see that temperature trend that will try to come down just a bit on Friday with a threat for a shower or two. But tomorrow, for the most part, it's a pretty nice day. We'll fight a little cloud cover. Temperatures 65 to 70, still cooler than normal. Then the clouds can spit out a shower or thunderstorm on Friday. Did somebody say thunderstorms? We got them coming this weekend and into next week. Going to be in waves, and this time of year, heading into May now, can be talking about the threat for some severe weather. 7-day forecast in its entirety showing how the temperature trend is up, but so is the chance for some thunderstorms over the weekend and next week. Guys, no one day is a washout. I'm not saying cancel anything just yet, but maybe have a backup plan from time to time.
That sounds like it.
Yeah. Always have a plan B, right?
Yeah.
Off and on showers.
That's
we
right.
get it. All right, Chris, thank you.
Police in Oregon responded to an unusual call this week. We'll show you how they wrangled a pig that was on the loose.
Happy Baby here at Surplus Sales. We have flooring that's 100% waterproof. That's right, waterproof. In stock and ready to take home today. Now that will make you happy, like me. Surplus Sales in Corbin, Kentucky.
The final 3 days of the Markdown Mania sale at Suff's Furniture, Rugs, and Mattresses are this Friday, Saturday, and Monday. Save up to 70% off store-wide. This Lazy Boy recliner sale priced only $4.99. Leather sofa sale price $17.99. Also 12 months interest-free financing. Lift chair sale priced at $8.95. Stearns & Foster Queen mattress $24 a month. And Tempur-Pedic Queen only $23 a month plus a $300 gift card. The final 3 days of the Markdown Mania sale this Friday, Saturday, and Monday. Suff's will not be undersold.
Detective Benson is Detective Stabler.
My gut feeling is this is the tip of the iceberg.
So let's go crash his party. Why don't we care about? We care about the truth.
SVU, weekdays at 11 on the CW Lexington.
If you know what you want and don't want to wait, go to Dogwood Home Furnishings, where we can get you delivery in 4 to 8 weeks for American-made custom furniture. Locally owned with decades of experience, Dogwood sells directly from the floor with free local delivery in Lexington, Kentucky.
It's the $1 Million Year, Dancing with the Lexington Stars, presented by the Rotary Club of Lexington and CHI St. Joseph Health. Saturday, April 30th at the Kentucky Castle. Celebrity dancers, celebrity judges, supporting the Lexington Rotary Club Endowment Fund and many local charities, including Surgery on Sunday. Special thanks to the Arthur Murray Dance Studio, and Tops Magazine. Buy tickets and vote now for your favorite dancers at dancingwiththelexingtonstars.com.
What if I made the wrong choice coming to college so far away?
You'll find your people.
Now will the real world please stand up?
College is about starting over, right?
Damon lives here?
You were just a little too excited about that. Jessamine.
She loves you, man.
Jordan.
I don't like that Damon guy.
Well, then we'll just redo the whole thing. Oh, Jordan, you're here.
I came here for the same reason you did.
Inspiration. You are building a family here, on and off the field.
We represent something bigger than ourselves.
I couldn't do any of this without you.
We're gonna be friends one day.
Hey.
This is just the beginning now. Let's go. You don't know where I come from, at least not yet. This is you.
I never seen days like this, no, never seen days like this. No. Are you ready? I got this.
All-American Homecoming. New series this Monday at 9/8 Central, only on the CW.
This Thursday, don't miss a new episode of Walker at 8/7 Central.
Happy Baby here at Surplus Sales. We have kitchen and bath cabinets in stock and ready to take home today. And they're all wood. Now that would make anybody happy, like me. Surplus Sales Flooring in Corbin, Kentucky.
Welcome back. So good to have you along tonight. And some unusual stories made the news today.
Here's some of those odd headlines for you tonight. This pig in Portland was found standing in the middle of a street Tuesday night. There were a few short foot pursuits, but in the end, police came up with the perfect plan. Snacks gets him every time. The pig was ready to live up to his name and pigged out on goldfish crackers and cookies. Once an animal rescue group arrived, the question was, how many people does it take to put a small pig in a pen? Well, apparently the answer is 7, but now we know that goldfish and cookies will do the trick for you.
Lure them right in, right? Well, Margot Robbie can now say, I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world, and soon in a Barbie movie. Here is a sneak peek of Margot as Barbie in a hot pink Corvette. Ryan Gosling will be playing Ken, and Will Ferrell and American Ferrera will also be in the movie. It is set to come out next summer.
That seems like a good fit there.
Doesn't it?
So there you go, yeah.
A teacher in Lexington didn't know what to do after he says his car was vandalized at school. That is, until a Lexington business owner stepped up. We'll show you how he made things right on the way.
Double sausage patties, win. Freshly cracked fried egg, triumph. Melty cheese, victory. On a made-from-scratch biscuit, now that's a championship buzzer beater. Bite into the new Hardee's Ultimate Sausage Biscuit and win your morning.
Attend college for 4 years or more and then struggle to pay back your tuition, or get licensed in 1 to 2 years with the Building Institute's Fast Track Earn As You Learn low-cost education program with a money-back guarantee on job placement. Choose wisely. Choose the Building Institute.
I don't feel hopeless about my weight and my overall health anymore. I wanted the real me back, and I got it at Ageless Center. At Ageless, you really can see yourself change. Call today for a free consultation.
Are you spending too much time in the bathroom? After years of straining and pushing due to an enlarged prostate, your bladder loses its flexibility and strength. And none of these common prostate supplements do anything for the bladder problem. Only all-new Ideal Prostate Plus supports both the prostate and the bladder. Call now to find out how you can get your risk-free bottle of Ideal Prostate Plus, a free bottle of Ultimax, and our comprehensive guide to prostate and bladder health. Try Ideal Prostate Plus for a full 30 days, and if it doesn't help you sleep through the night, reduce urgency, frequency, and that humiliating dribbling and leaking, just return the unused portion and your credit card will never be charged for the product. That's how sure we are it's going to work for you.
I don't worry about if there's a bathroom nearby. I'm getting a good night's sleep. Oh, it's amazing.
Call 1-800-547-3047.
Warren G.
We're in the
counterfeiter. She could be our best shot.
Last time she double-crossed me and tried to run off with 300 grand.
Let bygones be bygones.
When we're together, I am going to be watching you.
Double sausage, unbeatable.
This is WKYT News on the CW Lexington.
Good evening once again, now 10:30. Welcome back to WKYT News. A Lexington teacher says he was pulled out of his 6th period class to find his car covered in graffiti. That includes several phallic symbols.
Well, tonight, a Lexington car detailing business is working to right that wrong. WKYT's Grayson Passmore tells us how they are helping free of charge in a story that's new tonight.
You could see in his face he was just beat down from it. He was embarrassed by it. He said it was hard driving down the interstate. He had to get out and scrape the windows so he could actually see out to drive.
A social studies teacher at Henry Clay, Robbie Biddle, was pulled out of his 6th period last week, only to find his car parked in the faculty parking lot, looking like this.
And I felt sorry for him. You could tell, he was just so over this and just depressed from it. But he's got young kids. I think he coaches his son's baseball team or soccer team. And what was on there was really bad.
We first saw a coworker's Facebook post describing how Biddle's car had been vandalized by 2 students. Graphic and phallic symbols were spray painted on either side.
He reached out to the Board of Education, the Fayette County Schools, and from what he told me, since it was on school property, it's private property, even though it's his. So I didn't understand that. These kids should have been in class.
The Henry Clay student-run news site Devil's Advocate reported Principal Paul Little said 2 students were caught and disciplined for the vandalism, confirming that the school district wasn't claiming responsibility for the damages. That's when Daryl Lyons volunteered his team at Detail Lex to clean Biddle's car, free of charge.
I know teachers go out of their way to help kids now, and the money, they don't make a lot of money. And I could see it in his face. Again, I that's the main thing when he walked up. He was embarrassed by it.
Lyon righting a wrong that should have never happened. In Lexington, Grayson Passmore, WKYT.
We reached out to the school district for comment multiple times, but we have not yet heard back. Lyon says Biddle's car will be ready for pickup next week.
The dome of the state capitol building in Frankfort is set to be restored, and the work is getting underway. It will start right after the scaffolding is set up, which has started this week. That process will take about 2 months, and the restoration work will take around 2 years. It will replace 80-year-old terracotta tiles, also help with waterproofing, make some structural repairs, and remove algae from the dome. Governor Beshear says the work is being done by a team of nationally recognized professionals who have done similar work in several other states. The court hearing for the man charged in a Madison County murder was pushed back this morning. Shannon Gilday is charged with shooting and killing Jordan Morgan while she slept. After his arrest, police say Gilday assaulted a corrections officer earlier this month. He was supposed to be in court on those charges today, but Gilday's attorney was unable to make it to court this morning. His court date has now been delayed until next Wednesday.
A Northern Kentucky dentist accused of prescribing opioids that led to someone's death has been temporarily banned from practicing. Jay Sodrinia is barred from practicing dentistry pending a state investigation. He owns Northern Kentucky Dental Center. The FBI raided 2 locations Monday. Sodrinia is facing charges including unlawful distribution of oxycodone and morphine sulfate. Court documents say that that person later died as a result of the drugs prescribed to them.
Well, we're 10 days away now from the Kentucky Derby. The excitement is building. It brings hundreds of thousands of visitors to the Commonwealth.
And with that comes concerns of human trafficking. Advocate groups are raising awareness. They tell Olivia Russell it is important to pay attention to people who could be victims.
The most exciting 2 minutes in sports, but one of the worst events for human trafficking.
Derby is the 2nd biggest event for human trafficking in our country.
Pam Darnall with the Family and Children's Place is fighting to end that. Derby bringing in 100,000 people, and many of them are victims.
Human trafficking is not only unfortunately, a horrific issue with adults in our state and even in our own community, but children as well.
It's a party mentality. People drink too much and their vices come out, and that's where it comes into play.
The Junior League of Louisville is trying to reach out to those victims directly through soap and makeup wipes.
Because a lot of times people who are trafficked, the only time they're alone is when they're in the restroom. So it gives them a way and information on how to ask for help.
They're trying to soap up the Kentucky Derby. Those toiletries will be labeled with hotline numbers and distributed to 150 hotels, motels, and restaurants.
And Teresa Flores, who started the SOAP project, is a victim of trafficking. And so she shares her story and trains all of the volunteers how to recognize the signs of human trafficking.
Some of those signs?
For both children and adults, if they appear malnourished, signs of maybe physical injuries or abuse, avoiding eye contact and avoiding social interaction with others.
Paying attention to those signs and protecting everyone who comes to the Derby City.
And that was Olivia Russell reporting the Junior League of Louisville will have a training on how to spot the signs of human trafficking.
A new exhibit at the Kentucky Derby Museum is welcoming visitors like the museum never has before. This exhibit is simply titled, "This is the Kentucky Derby," and it's the first exhibit you see when you walk into the museum. The exhibit has artifacts, pictures, and interactive displays. The museum curator over there, Chris Goodlett, says this will hopefully showcase what the greatest 2 minutes in sports is all about year in and year out.
It's going to immerse you in the history. It's going to immerse you in the culture and the spectacle. It's going to give you an idea of how much economic impact the Derby makes. We have a winner's circle here at the museum as part of this exhibit, and what we want to do is honor each year's winners. So yeah, we will change that to add the new owner, breeder, jockey, trainer, and the winning horse each year.
And for the hours of operation and other information on the Kentucky Derby Museum, you can visit their website.
Kentucky State Police are searching for a work release inmate who escaped this morning in central Kentucky. The Jessamine County jailer says around 6 this morning, Dustin Summey walked away from the Jessamine County Detention Center. According to the jailer, he was picked up by a woman named Heather Prater. Officials say Summey and Prater could be traveling in an older model white Chevy Impala that has paint chipping on the top of the trunk. When Summey walked away from the facility, he was wearing gray sweatpants, a white t-shirt, and a light navy blue baseball cap with a white bill. Police ask that if you see Summey or Prater, you contact police. In Nicholas County, a 70-year-old man died in an apartment fire. The Carlisle Mercury reports that fire happened last Friday on East Main Street. The paper reports Carl Steele was killed. Investigators do not think foul play is suspected. The fire chief told the paper it looks like that fire was accidental.
New tonight, police in southern Kentucky are needing some help. Officers in Corbin want to know who this person is. Police say they are a suspect in a theft investigation. The theft was from W.D. Bryant's, a local hardware store there. If you know who this person is, you can report information to Corbin Police anonymously. We have their number on the screen, and we'll put that up on WKYT.com as well. Richmond leaders have approved an entertainment destination center that will allow alcohol to be sold and carried outdoors in limited areas during special events like the city's Millstone Festival and Tasty Tuesdays at Irvin McDowell Park. The Richmond Register says the idea is to boost the downtown economy. The boundaries will exclude residential areas.
A K-9 with the Pulaski County Sheriff's Office will receive a bullet and stab protective vest. Rocky will soon be outfitted. The Sheriff's Office posted on their Facebook that the vest is coming from a charitable donation from nonprofit organization Vested Interest in Canines. The vest will be embroidered with the sentiment in memory of K-9 Gabo, Jonesboro, Arkansas, end of watch 1/16/20. Delivery is expected within 8 to 10 weeks.
A woman from Versailles is looking on the bright side after being shot in the face. We'll explain why just ahead.
Why have thousands of aspiring authors teamed up with Christian Faith Publishing to publish their book? Because Christian Faith Publishing is an author-friendly publisher who understands that your labor is more than just a book. Professional book editing, award-winning design, and some of the highest royalty structures in the publishing industry. Christian Faith Publishing will publish, market, and sell your books in all major bookstores, online booksellers, as well as specialty Christian bookstores. Call for your free author submission kit.
Call for your free author submission kit at 1-800-287-1474.
Hope. Start your mornings with WKYT Mornings.
We'll catch you up on local news as you wake up.
We were following 3 crashes, all that happened overnight. Know before you go with an accurate first alert forecast. Those showers, those storms, this is an action-packed setup.
And beat the commute with first alert traffic, making sure you're on time all the time. Even in the downtown area, traffic is starting to slow down.
So get ready for your day with us from 4:30 to 9.
Your mornings start on WKYT Mornings.
How many men at this meeting have you slept with?
Please, this is a sacred space. 6.
Couldn't imagine life without getting loaded. I have something even better. I have dignity.
Mom. Weeknights at 11 on the CW Lexington.
Welcome back. A Woodford County woman is in the hospital after a stray bullet hit her in the face. Amber has tonight's news you missed.
Bill, it's really an incredible story. Investigators say 58-year-old Peggy Bentley was shot Saturday night while caring for a patient at a home. She went to the hospital, and while there, doctors discovered she had a tumor. Officers say 27-year-old Joshua Owens fired that shot. They say he was outside shooting at animals. He has since been arrested. Meanwhile, Bentley had surgery to remove that tumor. And according to the GoFundMe page, that bullet had not yet been removed. She is now recovering. A Nigerian man accused of defrauding a Lexington woman in a romance scam is now in Kentucky. A federal grand jury indicted him for scamming the victim out of $160,000. He arrived in Lexington this morning. Several people were indicted, including this man. The FBI tells us some of them have pled guilty and have been sentenced. This man claims he was just the middleman. And in case you didn't know, today is a very special day here at WKYT and now all across the city of Lexington. Our very own Dave Baker celebrating 40 years at WKYT. Since 1982, Buzz has been a sports anchor, reporter, and account executive here at WKYT. He's hosted a number of UK and SEC events, radio shows. He's even interviewed former President Donald Trump. He's also been really involved out there in the community in a lot of different ways. Mayor Linda Gorton stopping by during today's Everyday Kentucky to declare April 27th, 2022, Dave Baker Day in Lexington.
It was a special day here. And coming up in sports, the Kentucky football and basketball teams added players from the transfer portal, and Lee Kay will tell you who is heading to Lexington.
Order for a brownie batter shake and a yellow cake batter shake. I'm getting it started. Blending in the brownie pieces.
Order up. Sonic brownie batter and yellow cake batter shakes.
My name is Frankie Lewis. I am the owner of Frankie Lou Fashion House. I'm also a Kentucky Keys Scholar, and Keys Money is cool because it gives students an early opportunity to take action in financing their education.
Free is our favorite word, like free delivery.
Lee, finally found you. Wow.
At Morgan & Morgan, our fee is free. You don't pay anything unless we win your case. Injured? Call Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
Discover this season, Shenyun 2022. A more wonderful world awaits you. Coming to EKU Center for the Arts, May 7th and 8th. Tickets at shenyun.com/Richmond.
Why burn a candle?
Closed captioning on WKYT is sponsored by Cumberland Valley National Bank.
Hi everybody, happy Wednesday. We have made it to the middle of the week. It is downhill toward the weekend, but you know what? Sometimes that downhill slide can just take forever because you're just trying to get to the weekend and close out the week. Take a look at what's going on in terms of the weather late this evening. That's the view from the campus of Morehead State University, and we're looking out across the fine city of Morehead where things are in tip-top shape, looking toward downtown Lexington from our WKYT tower cam. Boy, that is just an absolutely gorgeous shot. And you've got clean skies that are showing up for the entire area. A little cloud cover trying to get into southern Indiana around the Cincinnati, Ohio area, dropping toward the south and southeast. That's a weak front that does kind of come at us from the back door. That means it's coming in from northeast to southwest, and that may be on us first thing tomorrow morning. So northern, northeastern Kentucky gets chillier than everywhere else. Let's break down the forecast into Thursday. It's another, for the most part, nice day. I think a lot of us are 65 to 70. Cooler north, warmer to the south. So a nice little split of better than 10 degrees showing up. Clouds will thicken quickly on Friday. Got to watch for a shower or a thunderstorm. Doesn't look like all-day stuff, but when you get a little thick cloud cover like this with a boundary nearby, those temperatures for some areas may underachieve on Friday. Saturday, showers, some thunderstorms will join in the mix. Listen, this is not an all-day rain event on Saturday. It's not going to be that way on Sunday or really any day for the next several days. So if you're going to do some yard work over the next few, you're in good shape tomorrow at 65 to 70. We'll knock the numbers down a little bit on Friday with a chance for a shower or thunderstorm. You can get some mowing in there on Saturday. You just got to pick and choose the battles with the temperature into the low 70s. Set up from the weekend into next week really hadn't changed much at all. It's not like it's just solid rain the entire time. We're going to get some clusters of showers, some thunderstorms that will be coming out of the plains across the Mississippi River into the Ohio Valley. And the stage is set in a setup like this for strong thunderstorms from time to time. But you do get some breaks in there, and quite a few breaks that will show up. So again, we got to just kind of fine-tune when those breaks are going to be where you live, and we'll get closer. We'll do just that for you. 7 o'clock tomorrow morning out the door. Instead of low 30s, we're low 40s. Tomorrow afternoon, look at the chill into northern Kentucky. 55, 64 Lexington, 67 Richmond, 72 Somerset and Williamsburg. So you've got a, 17-degree gradient that is setting up across Kentucky tomorrow from north to south. That's with the boundary that will keep a shower going into Friday. So Friday can be an underachiever for temperatures. So got to watch those clouds. If we say more overcast and get any breaks in the sky during the afternoon, guys, it may be a struggle to get to 60 on Friday. Those scattered thunderstorms then kick it up a notch or two over the weekend and into next week.
Yeah, lots of ways of typical spring weather, really. You know?
It is, but now we're ready to go into May. We want to get rid of the typical stuff, right?
Let's move on.
Let's move on.
We do. All right, we'll get there. Thank you.
Lee Kay joining us now with sports, and John Calipari continues to build his roster through the transfer portal.
Yeah, the transfer portal has worked in Calipari's favor over the past few seasons. Oscar Sheboy, Kellen Grady, Davion Mintz, Jacob Toppin, to name a few. The latest addition, though, out of the portal is Illinois State guard Antonio Reeves, who announced his commitment to the Cats this morning. Reeves was a highly sought-after guard after announcing his intention to transfer from Illinois State, and he should be a talented shooter in the lineup for this next season. Now, last season, he averaged 20 points per game for the Redbirds, shooting 46.7% from the field, 39% from beyond the arc, and a solid 81% from the free throw line. The 6'6" Reeves picks the Cats over Oregon, Nebraska, DePaul, and Xavier. And another coveted transfer, Baylor Shireman out of South Dakota State, has narrowed his list of schools to 10, and Kentucky makes the cut. The 6'6" wing is planning to announce his decision in the next 2 weeks. How about Kentucky football? They also went portaling today, adding another player to its defensive backfield. Jordan Robinson is a transfer from Division II Livingstone College in North Carolina. Robinson had previously committed to Appalachian State before Kentucky was able to flip his commitment. Mark Stoops likes defensive backs with a lot of size, and Robinson, he goes 6'4", 193 pounds, and as a freshman last season, he had 26 tackles, 2 interceptions, and 6 pass defenses. Robinson is the second defensive back transfer Kentucky has added in the last week. Former Kentucky basketball player and staff member Brad Calipari is expected to take a job with LIU Brooklyn as a special assistant to head coach Derek Kellogg. Kellogg just so happened to play for John Calipari during his tenure at UMass. That report is according to John Rothstein of CBS Sports. Lexington Legends on the field early this morning against the York Revolution, and the hometown team winning in dramatic fashion, down 12-11 in the 10th inning. Courtney Hawkins connects on that 2-run walk-off home run onto the top of that Pepsi party deck in right. Hawkins went 4 for 5 with 3 runs and 7 RBI, leading the Legends to a 13-12 win. Reds and Padres back at it this evening for Game 2. 5th inning, 2 on for Eric Hosmer. He singles back up the middle off Luis Cessa. Padres add on to their lead, up 6-1. 7th inning, Reds down 6-2. Tommy Pham hits a solo shot, his 3rd of the year. Reds cut the lead to 6-3. Kyle Farmer, by the way, had a pretty good night. Major League tying 4 doubles. The Reds, though, unable to complete the comeback. Hosmer crushes a no-doubt solo shot off Alexis Diaz in the 8th, and the Padres go on to win 8-5. And that's sports. We'll be right back.
Culver's couldn't have started anywhere but in Sauk City, Wisconsin. Still today, we are a family restaurant. Here, nearby farms grow the food we eat, smiles are contagious, and everyone is someone's neighbor. It's a place where our love of fresh food is as strong as our love for each other. It's a feeling of welcome you'll notice the moment you stop by. Because where we come from has made us who we are, and for that, we couldn't be more proud. Welcome to Delicious.
According to the CDC, more than 177,000 older adults are hospitalized in the U.S. due to RSV infections per year, and 14,000 will die from respiratory syncytial virus. That's why AMR locations nationwide are now enrolling healthy adults ages 60 and older in investigational RSV vaccine clinical studies. Compensation for time and travel is available up to $1,000. Varies by study. Insurance is not required. Call AMR Lexington today at 859-264-8999 or visit amrlexington.com.
You have the power to save lives in your community. Today, more than 1,000 Kentuckians are awaiting a life-saving organ transplant. Just one donor can save up to 8 lives. Put the "do" in donor and register today. Learn more at donatelifeky.org.
Imagine a knife taking this much abuse and didn't need sharpening. Introducing the incredible NutriBlade knives, coated with granite stone non-stick and made of stainless steel, one of the hardest substances on earth. Now everyone can chop, slice, and dice just like a pro. Order right now to get this professional 6-piece set of NutriBlades for just $29.95. We'll even ship them to you free. Get your own NutriBlade knives, the last knives you'll ever buy.
You're a champion. You're not a quitter. Quitters don't do what they're supposed to. Champions do. And you're a star. And you shine. That's what you do. That's what you do every day.
$6 for the best kind of wings, paired with the best kind of celery sticks. Crinkle fries. Arby's, we have the meat.
Start your mornings with WKYT Mornings.
We'll catch you up on local news as you wake up.
Know before you go with an accurate First Alert forecast.
And beat the commute with First Alert Traffic.
Your mornings start on WKYT Mornings.
Let's check what is trending tonight on WKYT.com. The most viewed story, the unbelievable story of a woman in Woodford County. She was hit by a stray bullet, survived, and then learned she had a brain tumor after getting checked out at the hospital. You can watch this incredible story right now and find ways to help her right now on WKYT.com. Also trending, the Nigerian man extradited to Kentucky in connection to a romance scam. He told our reporter that he was just the middleman. We're going to break down that case for you online. And still trending, the video showing a man in a stolen school bus out of Whitley County. Remember, you can find all of the latest headlines right now on WKYT.com or inside the WKYT News app.
And we hope you'll join us very shortly over on WKYT News at 11. We'll have the latest. We know homes are selling very fast right now and for a lot of money in Lexington. Well, now some of the surrounding markets are also seeing a boom and increase in prices. We'll be looking into that. Also, a Lexington teacher says students covered his car in graffiti within a local car shop is helping out. And a new documentary tells the story of Eric C. Kahn. We'll have reaction from his victims. That and more coming up shortly at 11 as you follow us over there.
See a lot of folks that were out at Keeneland today. A lot of folks talking about being out there tomorrow. Going to get a couple of good days.
They're in good shape again tomorrow. It's going to be very similar to today, and you get a nice one tomorrow and into much of Friday. Then a stormy setup with some rounds of thunderstorms kicking in this weekend. We'll talk about that in greater detail in just a few.
All right. Well, the end of the meet is nicer than the first part.
Yeah.
No joke.
Right?
Yeah.
See you shortly on WKYT.
Don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself.
Whether it's the original hot ham and cheese, 3-piece hand-breaded chicken tenders, or the big cheeseburger with fries and a drink. Choose your flavor with the $5 meal deals at Hardee's and feed your happy.
With the cost of everything going up, the last thing we need are high repair bills